Hello, gorgeous guests, and welcome back to Ember and Olive. This is part two of my conversation with the amazing Gemma Fowler. In this conversation, we talk about meditation and how it helped her to activate her creativity, as well as self regulation and avoiding burnout. And we also talk about alter egos and how taking on different characters can help us in the road to success. This conversation is wholesome as fuck. It's basically just two friends having a chat. So I really hope you enjoy listening to it. It's very casual, it's very fun, it's very light-hearted, but it's also got some insightful knowledge in it. So I really hope you benefit from it and feel like a bit of a fly on the wall in our conversation. Jem inspires me so much. She is so business driven and she's not afraid to be herself within her business either, which I find really, really refreshing. Above all else, though, her biggest thing is inspiring and helping other women, which I just absolutely love. She has this energy of there's room up here for everyone, meaning that just because she's successful doesn't mean that anyone else can't be. And I find that so refreshing and so good in a world where everyone seems to be in constant competition with each other. It's really important for us to pull other people up and support other people, support our peers, support your fellow women or whoever else that you want to support. Make it so that everyone gets to succeed. There's no reason that we can't. And I absolutely admire that energy about Jem. So we'll go into this now. I really hope you enjoy this conversation and thank you so much for tuning in once again.
So meditation for me did a lot. In fact, it's really bizarre how effective it is and was, because I did it as like, I just kept reading things like you should do this and breath work and meditation, and I'm like, oh, give it a go. You know when you're desperate and you're like, you don't really believe in something but you're willing to try anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, okay, it makes sense in my head, the science side of it. If you slow your breathing down, you slow down your nervous system. That makes sense, I'll try it. It wasn't because I wasn't really that spiritual or anything. I was very disconnected. I probably was when I was little. I used to love like all the things I love now, but I wasn't really developed into, you get distracted in life, don't you, with different groups of people and different things that you're doing. But yeah, I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. And immediately I was like, God, I feel so much better. Like, why didn't I learn that before? Why don't the doctors tell you to do that before giving you antidepressants?
That's a whole other thing, isn't it? Like, what is going on there?
Get given all these tablets and all you've got to do is...
There are other options
just breathe.
first. Like, let's try this
That's
before
simple.
taking... I know, yeah, that's...
Crazy.
I mean, that's potentially, like, a controversial opinion, but I am very much of the thought that, like, why are we just getting pills shoved down our throat constantly when actually there are some really good natural answers to
like breathing
things. Like breathing.
Just breathe.
Literally just
like, okay,
take
it's
a
not
breath.
the answer immediately to everything, but oh my God, does it help. It can get you out of a panic attack, it can get you out of anxiety, it's just so effective. And on top of that, like, my creativity when I started meditating, so I was learning all these things. I love learning stuff and enrolling on courses. I do it all the time. Even if it's irrelevant to life, I'm like, I want to learn that.
I want to learn this, yeah.
So I'm also a person that does need to slow down sometimes and try and like, okay, let's just stay calm and breathe and not do 621,000 things at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the creativity it gave me as well. I did this meditation with not Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's the other guy? Can't remember his name. But anyway, I did a meditation and it was about like creative energy and bringing in creative light through your crown chakra and things like that. And that was the week. So when I started doing that meditation, that's the week that I decided I was going to write a book. And it all just came to me literally like so quickly. And I was like, what? That must have been the meditation. No, it couldn't have been. Maybe I just kind of slowed myself down, leveled myself out. And then a couple of weeks later, I needed some more inspiration for something else. And I was like, I'll try that creative meditation again. So I did, as like an experiment. So I did the meditation before bed. I woke up the next day and I was like, I've got it. I know what I need to do.
You're going to have to link me to this
And I
because
was
this
like,
sounds amazing.
How?
Yeah.
I was like, it's definitely the meditation.
Yeah.
Because it like sparks something in your brain.
That's
like,
incredible.
We don't realise how kind of powerful our brains are. We just in our head we're like, oh, it's just a bit of mush that looks like worms or something. Whatever you think it is when you're little, like it's just a brain.
Yeah, it's just
like, oh, it's a brain.
They're so powerful.
But oh my God, like when you look into it and you look in, because I did a little bit of neuroscience at one point, when you look into it and like how it works, it's fascinating, especially when you've got like, you learn to have that mind-body connection. Like you can heal broken bones through meditation. It's that effective.
There's so much to it, and like, so there's a gut-brain connection as well, which is something that's made me realize like how everything is so connected. Like I have constant issues with my stomach, and it all started when I was living in London, and I was super stressed all the time, and I was like working constantly, partying too much, doing everything like, and I started getting like really strong reactions to so many random things like wheat and rice and just like random stuff. My body was suddenly like, no, you can't eat that. We don't like that. We don't like that. And it just, I would be bloated all the time. And it's still to this day an issue.
Yeah.
And it all got triggered from really high stress environment.
Yep.
So like, but I find when I'm meditating and doing yoga and going to the gym and I'm like very grounded and centered, that all subsides and it doesn't affect me anywhere near as much. Yeah. So all of these things, like people don't realize how connected everything is.
Because it's something we're not taught, but we really should be.
We really should be.
People were just like, you know, you go to school, you eat all this food and you do all these things that are really bad for you. And all they need to teach you is like how to meditate, how to eat healthy and how to manage your finances and we'd all be fine.
Yeah.
But none of that is ever going to be in the curriculum
because
then we don't work for society, would it? It's like, it's really frustrating actually.
We'd be far too independent if everyone lived like that.
Yeah.
Far too powerful, far too independent.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about your books, actually, you just mentioned, because I'm so intrigued by that. Like,
which one?
All of them. How many books have you written now?
Right, not that many, to be fair. So I've published a book about mindfulness and meditation, which got published in lockdown through a publisher's. So that's in like all your bookstores. And that is literally about managing emotion, how emotion works, how, you know, like the chemicals your brain releases when you feel anxiety and how to change it, how to change your thought process, how to be more present, and using things like meditation to help heal yourself. And then my second book was about manifestation. And also I integrated some mindfulness and meditation into that from the first book. Yeah. So it's kind of like, for me, I went through that stage of healing and being more mindful and journaling and things. And then you kind of go into manifestation mode. So I wanted the books to kind of be how I was, if that made sense. Yeah,
like these are the stages.
These are the stages you'll go through when you're healing and become empowered and enlightened and things like that. So, the second one is about manifestation, the law of vibration, energy, and again, mindfulness and meditation as well. Then I was working on my third one, but I got distracted. And I started getting really into fantasy novels. So I decided I was going to write an adult fantasy about a mermaid and a Viking.
Oh my Lord. We love it.
Like a bit of smutty adult fantasy.
Spicy, yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote that, left it on a bit of a cliffhanger because I've already written the second sequel. I haven't written the second sequel. I've written the draft of the second sequel because I know how the story is going to pan out. So I've got everyone pestering me for the second one, but then I got distracted again and I haven't finished that one either. I'm like,
where do you find the time to do all this? Know. Like, how did you?
I really don't know.
Well, you must
People are like, you must get up at like 4. I'm like, no.
No.
I actually really struggle to get up in the morning. I love my bed.
I don't know how you do it, honestly.
I don't know. I'd love to answer that, but I just find time out of thin air. It's like when people say to me, I don't have time, I'm like, you do have time. You do have time. You just got to find the time. I mean, problem is with me though, I don't stop. I'm really bad at resting.
Yeah.
I'm good at breathing. I'll do a meditation, and I think that's where I don't struggle or get burnout because I do look after I keep myself in line and grounded. Yeah. And I will go and walk along the beach barefoot, and I'll go to the woods and I'll hug a tree, and I do all the things that you're supposed to do to stay grounded. But I'm not very good at, like, you know how some people will sit and watch a film? I really struggle with that.
Yeah, I don't even have a TV because I'm just like, there's no
on my laptop
point
working right now.
Yeah, like I could be being so much more productive.
Yeah, I could be learning something.
But I think it's a really important thing, like you said, about grounding and being in touch with nature, and that's what stops you from burning out.
I think
because I think like a lot of people just work constantly but don't rest because I'm saying I really struggle to rest.
You're always
everywhere. Don't switch off.
I'm like, where are you? You're like Bali, London, Ireland,
like,
Devon, Glastonbury. I'm like,
literally everyone's like, where do you live? And I'm like, I don't even know anymore.
I live everywhere.
I live everywhere. But yeah, I think if you are one of those people that doesn't switch off when you're working, that's not actually a bad thing. but you have to regulate yourself. You
Yeah.
have to learn how to make it so that you don't burn out, because I've burnt out,
100%.
and I'm sure you have as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've had times in
Massively.
my life where I've just been like, I can't do anything. Like, I had it this year when I got back from traveling, where I was like, that's it, I'm done, I quit.
But you took time out, didn't you?
Yeah, I took time out. I took like quite a lot of time out and had some rest, and then my podcast was born, and now I'm doing other things, and now it's all like
Now you're
snowballing
doing all
again.
of the things again.
Absolutely, but I'm here for it, and like, I think each time you get back up from those burnouts, you're more mindful and you're more conscious of it, and you're more able to be like, okay, we don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
So how do we balance it so that that doesn't happen again?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do have days where I'll stress myself out in the way that I might take on so much that day, and I'll be like trying to do my content creation, respond to all my messages in both inboxes. I'm like, right, I've got this to do. I've got a student to ring. I've got 4 clients booked in, and I'm like, oh, and I'll get really stressed with the odd thing, but only very, very like momentarily for like 5 minutes, and then take a breath, have my mushroom coffee, and just be like, oh, right, we can do this. We can do this.
Yeah, I think
so. I do sometimes get stressed, but I don't really burn out, and I think part of that is because I love what I do.
That's so
I work
important.
for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't work for anyone else.
Yes.
I'm not. I can have my lunch when I want to have my lunch, and I love seeing my clients. I love everything that I do. Therefore, it doesn't really feel like work.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference on your, like, when you're working for someone else and you're stressed and you start to have burnout. I'm like, that sort of burnout, I think, is a whole different thing, because you're worrying about people above you and other people, and that's like 10 times worse because it's pressure.
Yeah, you're taking on someone else's problems as well, really. Like, you're having to deal with stuff that actually, I mean, it affects you in the fact that you might not get paid if you don't do your job.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily something that people care about in their day-to-day life. They're just working because they have to work.
Yeah.
Because they have to pay bills, to pay for their house, etc., etc.
It's like
and
a
you're
vicious
right, like,
circle.
if you love what you do, like we do, like, you're not ever really working.
No,
or you don't mind that you don't stop, because you're like, well, this is great. I love this. Even if sometimes it gets stressful and sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah, and we still have our mini burnouts, like you say, well, after you went traveling and you kind of like trying to do all of the things, and then all of a sudden you're doing none of the things because you're like,
I
don't
I'm like,
taking on too much now.
There's such power in just accepting the fact that you need a break.
Yeah.
As well. Sometimes you have to just be like, do you know what? It's okay. Because nothing's happening right now anyway. Yeah, actually, no, I'm so stressed right now. Nothing's actually happening. I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
And like, it was, I was very...
So beneficial.
It's so beneficial. Like, and especially spending time in nature as well. That's why I love my house. Like, I love living in Ireland because I'm just out in the middle of nowhere, Ireland.
Oh, I love it. Honestly, when I see your pictures, I'm like...
It's so wholesome. Like,
so
I wake up, I open my door, there's trees, there's woodland. There's just fucking woodlands.
Just woods.
It's great. I let the dog out, and like, we just go for walks all the time, and I'm so much more in tune with nature and the seasons, and it's just so much more powerful.
Yeah,
and I feel like I can breathe and think about what I want to do again.
Yeah,
which is really nice. So
I temporarily moved to London, actually. So after lockdown, and I built the coaching stuff and everything, the hair was really struggling to get back to where it was, but I hadn't rebranded yet. I hadn't gone down the route of just the alternative hairstyling. I was still doing like normal extensions and stuff, and I was getting a bit like agitated that I wasn't immediately busy again.
Yeah.
Because you had all the testing in place, and your mother's auntie's brother's son tested positive 4 weeks ago, therefore you got to cancel your appointment. And it's like,
so complicated.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, forget that. So I really struggled, and I thought, do you know what? I was still doing okay, but I was really stressed out with being self-employed, and I just wanted a break from the pressure, or what I thought was pressure, of being self-employed. I've been self-employed for 18 years, bar this year and a half. And I was like, I just want to know what I'm going to earn every month. Go to work, do my work, and just go home and switch off. So my break was actually going into employment. That was my break.
Yes, yeah.
So I did that for a year and a half, and then eventually I was like, I don't like being told what to do.
I'm the same. Like,
don't like being told when I can have my lunch, and that I can only go and get 1 coffee from
Yeah.
Starbucks a day.
Yeah.
No, I need 4.
yeah, you don't understand.
No, it was just too much. And then I was like, right, I'm going to go back home, I'm going to rebrand, and I'm going to start again. Just stop and start again. And it was so beneficial, because when I came back and started again, within 12 months, I was literally fully booked.
That's when we
And
met,
everything
actually,
just
wasn't it?
clicked. Yeah.
Like, that's when I started getting my head on by you, was that you hadn't been
Yeah.
back from London for very
Yeah, I
long.
was living at my mum's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you,
I
think
just needed that break from, I was brain frazzling myself. I was doing all of the things. I was learning all these different things. I was writing books, doing my coaching. And on the outside, it would appear I was doing well, but I was actually all over the place. Like, I was having a great time and I was healing and I felt great. But, I mean, it wasn't really, there was no form of stability or structure anywhere. It was like...
I think London's just so chaotic, isn't it?
Oh my God, isn't
There's
it?
such because I lived in London as well. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
remember.
and I love it so much. I have
love
so much love for
visiting.
London, and I love visiting now.
Best.
But
not
I'm
to
quite
live.
glad that I don't live there anymore.
No,
It's
you can't
just,
ground anywhere.
It's so intense, exactly.
Go
It's
to
so
Regent's Park
hard.
and you're like, oh, I'm going to do a meditation. And I'm near the river and it's all peaceful. And then you've got your headphones in, and all of a sudden there's a siren and you're like, no, this isn't going to work.
This isn't working.
It's
for
not
me.
working.
Like, and I felt constantly on edge. Like, I felt like I was almost always in danger.
Yeah,
like
same.
something was
Fight or flight.
Yeah, constantly. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard work. I have a lot of
Really
respect for
hard
people
work.
who are successful in London and somehow manage to keep
my
themselves
boyfriend
grounded.
loved it there and he'd move back in a heartbeat. He didn't want to come home. But for me, like, I think if you're an empath, it's really difficult because we absorb all of the energy.
Yeah.
Like, I can walk through, whether it's a graveyard or a crowd of people, and I'm going to absorb all of the energy.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
feel it bouncing around me, and I'm like, being in London, visiting's okay because I can kind of ground myself, have my crystals on me, and do all the things. But when you're living there and you're in this, like, it's like everything's on speed.
Yeah, it's
Everything
like the
and
whole
everyone
city is on speed.
Yeah, everything. The buses, the taxis, the traffic lights, everything's on speed.
And everyone's on edge. There's just this tension
and everyone's
all
in
the
a
time.
rush.
Yeah,
like I'd go to like Oxford Street on a Sunday. Like, oh, I'm gonna go and like walk around the shops. So I'd go to the tube station. I'm like, I'm gonna go and have a wander around, get a coffee, and I'd be at the on a Sunday, so I'm not working, and I'd be like running up the escalator, and I'm like, why am I running?
Yeah,
but it's because everyone else is in a rush.
Yeah,
and you don't want them to overtake you because you're
and you're so used to just being in that like mentality of like, I'm gonna get this done, and I'm gonna get I got a lot of stuff done when I lived in London because I was just constant.
Oh God, I did. My bosses, honestly, they must have thought I was from a different realm, honestly.
Yeah, I can
like,
imagine.
I was quite lucky in the way that I did quite well just because I'm confident. I was in recruitment. You just need confidence.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to be able to sell and just be confident. And obviously I'm quite high energy and I can do lots of things at once. And I didn't have any experience when I started. And I think I kind of shocked everybody because I was just doing all of the things and talking to all of the people and hitting all the targets, and my energy was just never ending.
Yeah.
So I was getting promotion after promotion, I was getting headhunted, and I did well, but I also wasn't me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a salesperson, I'm a witchy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're not like honouring yourself, your inner self, your true
No, they started calling me Selling Sunset in the office because I used to wear a bright orange suit with stilettos.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
Well, I thought it was really like out there because it was orange, but no, Selling Sunset apparently. I was like, oh my God, that's not me.
So much.
And then I came back and they kept me on as a contractor. And I moved back, dyed my hair blue and put dreadlocks in down to here.
Yeah.
Jumped on a Teams meeting because I still had a few weeks left to wrap things up. And my boss was like, "The fuck have you done to your hair?" I was like, "Dyed it blue, why?" He was like, "What happened to Selling Sunset?" I was like, "Oh, she was just an alter ego. I was just acting."
That was a character that I had to put into place in order to work for you for so long.
Literally, that wasn't real. She doesn't exist.
Like, you sometimes have to, though. Like, if you...
That's what London does to you.
Yeah, you have to sort of, like, create a character for yourself and roll with it.
Yeah.
And there's a real power in that as well. Like, being able to achieve pretty much anything by stepping out of your true self and then being a character. Like, if you feel like you can't do something, that's kind of how I overcome these things. Yeah. I just go, okay, well, if I can't personally do that, what if I become
someone
this
that can?
character and I play the role of someone who can and I go and do the thing.
That is exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And I thought I wasn't taking it that seriously anyway, because although I was doing well, I was like, I knew I was there temporarily. I knew I wasn't there to stay.
Yeah.
I thought I'll do well while I'm here because I like to keep busy and I kind of thrive in a high pressure environment in a way.
Yeah.
Not that I'd go back, but I did thrive with having lots of targets and things to do because I like a challenge.
Yeah. And you like ticking things off.
Yeah.
And being like, right, okay, cool, done, next, done, next. Like,
so
achievement
it was like,
feels good.
I'm just going to step into this, like, I don't know, character and play along and enjoy myself while I'm there. But I think that's why, like, if people just relaxed a little bit more and stopped taking things so fucking seriously, I think a lot of people would actually do a lot better in everything without, because people take things too seriously. There'd be people in the office like throwing their phone and throwing books around and slamming things on the table because they're stressed, and it's like, calm down.
Yeah.
Like, just, you know,
like they're trying to fight everything.
And treat it like a movie.
Yeah.
That's what I did, and I was fine.
Everything's a game.
Yeah, literally. But then you're not under as much
It
pressure.
takes the pressure off, and then suddenly
Then
you're able to
thrive
achieve more. Yeah. Absolutely.
Exactly
I love
that.
this. Wise words. Wise words. Is there anything that you're doing right now that you want to promote, that you want to talk about while we're here?
I mean, I'm about to launch so with my business coaching business, I'm about to launch a course which is for creatives and like witchy people. I've noticed that there's not much on the market in this area. So it's basically, I've kept the price really low. I've put hours and hours and hours into it, but I want it to be really affordable for everyone, because not everyone can afford a coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is how I ended up learning loads, is I found a couple of coaches that had affordable online training, and I invested in that. And I was like, oh my God, it's so valuable. Like, I can't believe how cheap it was. So I thought, I need to create something like that for my girls that are following me, that want to like up their game, but they can't quite get a coach yet, or they're in a full-time job and they don't have time or capacity. So I've created a course which is 27 courses for £27. So there's 27 like different courses or modules, if you like, which are in-depth, proper courses that will help you in all different areas, from literally not even having a business but wanting to start one and discover your passion and your niche and then monetize it, to things like AI and user-generated content and collaboration work and literally everything you can think of that's involved around building an online empire and creating your own business, even if it's like a physical business. It's got everything in there to guide you. So I'm about to launch that hopefully in the next few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. And my recent book that I've just published, which has got you in it.
I'm in it. I'm in the book.
Happy copy here.
I haven't even seen this yet. I'm so
The
excited.
Candy Crime Grimoire.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness.
That was created for my students, actually, as a training manual, and I got carried away and just turned it into a full-blown...
I love this. I love that you're like,
it's got a business journal in the back.
I'm going to do like something small, and then it just turns into this whole thing.
Extravaganza.
This is oh look, there's my face. Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a whole page of you somewhere.
Is there a whole page of me?
Yeah.
That's so good. This looks absolutely stunning. I love this.
So yeah, it's got everything to do with like the dreads, and it's got all of my secrets in. So it's got my suppliers in there, it's got my training manual in there, it's got a business journal in there, but it's also got lots of like it's got journal prompts, it's got rituals and spell work, it's got energy work, it's got the history of dreadlocks in there in different cultures. It's got everything in there that I could possibly... everything I integrate into my business, basically.
Yeah, the way that you do it, It's very unique, the way that you create things and the way that you work. And it's really amazing that you're so willing to share it all with others.
Yeah. I just feel like not everything is accessible for everyone. You're looking for your page,
I'm looking for the picture of me,
Do you want me to find it?
You know it's in there somewhere.
I feel like... not everything is accessible to everyone. So if I can create snippets of what I do that's more accessible to everyone, I feel like there you are.
Oh, I'm on the front, like
weird,
basically the front page. We're in it. That's so good.
So yeah, that's one that I've just published and working on my online training platform.
Gorgeous. I love it so much. This is so exciting. I can't wait to share everything you do with people listening in on the podcast. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I feel like we've had a really good chat.
I think we have.
I don't know where we're at now on the timing, but I will have a look in a moment.
We still need a few hours to like calm down again now before bed.
This is amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's nice to see you.
So good to see you.
To bring the puppy next time.
Oh my God, absolutely. Have puppy cuddles. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that conversation, guys. I hope it felt good, and I am so excited for you to join me on my next episode next week, where I will be doing a super duper deep dive. I cannot wait to share this one. So we have that to look forward to, but in the meantime, make sure you go and follow Jem and Candy Crime on Instagram and other social media platforms. I will put all of her links in the description below this podcast and below the video on YouTube. Also, if you're not already following me, you can follow me at olivia.livewire. If you enjoy listening to this podcast or watching this podcast on YouTube, please do me an absolute solid and hit the like, subscribe, and even share button. It doesn't take much, but it's really, really helpful for me to get more people joining in and listening and having input into the conversations that we're having. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and take care. Love, love.